Thank you for joining us once again for today's qualifying session. Sit back, relax, and enjoy what we hope will be a fantastic contest for pole position.
Wait a minute, who are they talking to there? Aren't they really talking to me, who will be driving the car? Like, if this is a video game, there's no other audience. Anyway, hey everybody, hi, welcome back to Formula 1 2018. We are in Austria, one of my favorite tracks on the calendar. We are about to head out for a Q1 lap that I am feeling really good about. Car was lightning quick in practice. I did, however, forget to put the new internal combustion engine in for qualifying, but I have really no concerns about that. Even though Austria is a really fast track, I don't think it's an outright power track, which doesn't make any sense, and I have no idea how to justify it. But we're going to go out here with our clunky engine and try to put a flyer in. I wish there wasn't a car ahead of me, but it's a Force India. It should be rather quick. Oh, perfect amount of curb usage there. Maybe not perfect, but it's really good. Really fast towards this one. Gets out of there very well. I think this car is every bit as good around this track as the Haas. It's just missing out in a little bit of that top speed. But I really do believe it's more stable through like this turn and this one coming up. That stability sometimes provides a little bit of understeer, but it's just, I don't know, it lets me drive the car a little bit harder. I feel a little less scared of it than I did the Haas at times. And we for sure caught that Force India on this lap. Oh,
you've just put in the fastest lap. Good job.
Not just a 105, a 105 240. This day's gonna be great. At the end of Q1, it did start to rain at the end of Q1, which is terrible news, but B5, really quick car, and I did use the rest of my session to throw the new ICE in, which I'm hoping is going to be ready for Q2. I'm also hoping it's going to dry out for Q2, because it looked like a short rain shower, and, okay, 2 bits of bad news
Get ready
there.
to jump out if you get too hot in there. There's a problem with the cooling system, and it's going to take us a few minutes to correct it.
Ah, I believe that's a separate issue. Well, this isn't fantastic news. You know what? Actually, not the worst news, because as we've been sitting here waiting for this to get fixed, it has stopped raining for a moment, and the track has actually gotten to be pretty good. I'm gonna wait until darn near the end to make sure the track is in as good a shape as possible for our Q2 run. Very short track, so we have plenty of time to get out there and hope that we get the best track possible. Right, let's hope that was enough. Yes, I would like to switch to the recommended compound and do a flying lap. So I've not seen the track since Q1. I have no idea what it's going to be like. So in my mind, it should just be a regular track. And I left about a minute on the table. That's not too bad. We should have a little bit more power. I didn't replace all the components, just the ICE. It really should be a pretty significant boost in power. Probably won't feel it or notice it this lap because the track's not in perfect shape. Yeah, it's really not quite there yet. I'm a bit worried about cars being on track behind me that might have a little bit better of track for their flying laps. That would be a real bummer to miss out on Q3 because of weather. Could be the first time. A bit nicer of an exit through there. Okay, felt really good down there. Oh, into the fours. We're good. We're good. First, numero uno in Q2, thanks to, I think, getting out on the track at the right time. Fernando does not make it, though. This is definitely the first time we've just absolutely demolished Alonso in qualifying, assuming things keep going like they are going. I went out early in Q3 here. Looks like weather might be coming in again, as it does here in Austria. So I want to make sure I get a lap in ASAP. I'm going to try to get into those fours again. I really feel like there was tons of time left on the track. So I don't think it's going to be a problem doing that. Let's see if it's our top speed down here. Oh, very good. Whoa, man. I was in the middle of saying much cleaner through there, but then it kicked out on the eggs. That might have been a few tenths lost there, just because it's so important to get power down for that straightaway. We're stamping out a 5.8. Alright. Sure that front stays hooked up through there. Very nice, very nice. So not a great sector 1, but pretty good since then. Means we have some on the table if we need it. But a 104.5 once again should be, I think, should be good.
Almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Red lines up on pole position, and it's Kevin Magnussen in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Perez, Vettel, Esteban Ocon, and Verstappen, Raikkonen, Ricciardo, Ericsson, and Fernando Alonso. Stroll, Grosjean, Lewis Hamilton, and Gasly, Hartley, Sainz, Valtteri Bottas. They've taken a grid penalty, and Charles Leclerc, Hülkenberg, and Sergei Sirotkin rounds off the grid.
You've done well to put it on pole, but we've still got work to do. Trying to cover the inside line off the start.
Oh, I don't know that I've ever heard that message from Jeff, but we got it. All right, well, we actually start the race after, I think, rain. It had rained leading up to the grid, and now it's just stopped raining, but it looks like it's going to be a dry race. I, again, am starting from pole here, which is really good. Unfortunately, I forgot to change my engine parts again, which is a little embarrassing, but we do have the new ICEs. Hopefully that's enough to power us along to a good race today. I dare say this is a good chance for a win. Alright, if we're gonna have a win, it means we need to make it to turn 1 first. Good off the line. But that Haas is getting closer. He's kinda still there. Definitely has the horsepower here. Whoa! You were not clear, my friend. Was that not clear? Because not clear was had there. My brain just shut off and quit. Magnussen, you feel a little upset? You got a little sick with me being on top last season, and then you're like, oh, you went to a worse car, and now you're still trying to be on top? I can see why you're upset. He's not real. He doesn't show this emotion. We gotta write our own narrative. Boy, I'm really gonna enjoy hearing those loose marbles in the engine the whole race, though.
We're accumulating some wear on the MGUK.
Noted.
To manage this, we'll need to lower our ERS deployment load.
I'm aware. I'm aware of the wear. Boy, that Haas just has so much horsepower and really, really good aero. the McLaren actually has the worst aero in the field, I found out. I should have noticed that sooner. And I have pointed my development that way. Unfortunately, we had 2 development failures here recently, so upgrades have been sparse lately, but it should really start to stack on by the time we get to, say, Spa. Should be a good race for that. Pretty good grouping up here at the front. The Force Indians have come on with force.
Okay, entering lap 3 now.
That's
DRS has
there.
been enabled.
Yeah, that's not how DRS works there, bro.
Rez has just posted the fastest lap of the race.
And even this DRS not really getting us too terribly close. We're gonna pass him. It's gonna have to be in the turns. Or just being really, really close like this and pulling the draft. Thought maybe I could squeak in there, but not quite. I really like how the car handles through these turns. Very nicely balanced. That was a pretty good run. Throwing some more battery power at it, but we might not need
Okay,
it.
we're reaching a danger point with the wear on the MGU-H. Overheating the engine will exacerbate the issue, so keep the temps under control.
Oh, I didn't get DRS there because I was... No, wait, one of us should have gotten DRS. Sorry for shouting. Oh, Perez. No, seriously, one of us should have had DRS there. It couldn't be that neither of us had it.
Position. Try to keep focus.
Oh, this is going to be fun. As long as it doesn't end with tears, it's going to be fun. Thanks. Yeah, that's the danger, is running up the back of one of them and taking some wing bit off. Man, that run right there is great,
We're
but
approaching the pit window. You'll be on the super
buddy.
softs. We're leading our teammate by 6.6 seconds.
Hi, that's close. I tried to dive out of the way and get beside him. Wasn't quite there. What a scrap. And how cool is it that it's 3 different cars, too? Three cars that were mid-pack cars at the beginning of this, career. Pretty neat. Man, the run I got out of there, I had to jump out of the throttle to not run into him.
The energy store is getting warmer, reducing our overall capacity. The more charge you hold, the faster that capacity will drop.
You gonna make another move here? Thinking about it. Nice. Oh, he had DRS also, and more power than me. Still a cool move.
Our gap behind is 3.1 seconds.
We're pitting not this, but next time. Hey. That's a tough turn to be directly in arrow wash. tough position.
Box. We're coming in this lap.
I really needed to nail the exit there, and I didn't do it. I hope we're still all this close after the pit stop. Just for the fun factor.
Magnussen's moved into first place.
Hadn't noticed, Jeff. Thanks for the update.
This lap, please.
It's gonna be weird if one of them is pitting with me. Actually, they might both pit with me. Or neither. Tricky pit road entry. We are in there. Kind of alone. Could be an issue of coming out into traffic. Hopefully not.
Go, go, go.
Oh no. That's the last thing I want to see is that group of cars right there. Come on. Go, 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 go. Go, cars, go.
Pit stops.
That's not great. Got like a second to catch up to them. We're going to do that so fast. There's no way I'm not going to get held up here. Tires are now temp. Probably is good. So for quite a few pit stops this lap, and the car is right in front of us. Some takers. As many as I'd hoped. Without the block. Could have gone for no block, really, but the words should have been.
Okay, car behind is now running the super soft tyre. That's the super soft on the car behind.
I had to drive it into there. Barely made it by him. Most everybody should hit this lap. I know there's some cars out here on the inverts, starting on the harder compound, but even they will be pitting fairly soon. But once we get the cars out of this group, it's going to be so much easier to pass. I don't want to go to the inside of Sorokin here because he's going to be pitting. The sign in front of us stays out. Ooh, that's Magnussen in front of us. Okay, well, the battle continues.
Bottas has just put in a new fastest lap.
Interesting. Missed a shift there, or double shifted. Didn't cost me too much. Hey, Alonso, you want to do me a favor and hold up that Pink Panther behind it? That'd be great. That'd be great news. Oh, I missed that apex. Luckily, Magnussen didn't slide in there. Looks like some battery power here. Alonso gave me a frighten.
Fernando's in the pits.
There's fastest lap. the middle car in the sandwich. Feels like I should be able to make a move here. He's protecting that inside. That's how we got in this position in the first stint, was racing the leader too hard. Gotta be careful with that. Out of the last turn is where I get my best run. Fastest lap.
Gap to teammate behind is 17.6 seconds.
I was doing everything I could to stay off of him. He tried to pinch me down. I was really not being greedy there. Fuel is very marginal at the point. In this section, I'm going to run lean for a little bit here and try to gain some back. I feel like he's just going to outright pass me through here. Now that we got clean air in the nose, that's going to help us. I think we should be good on fuel. Standard. We're not out of DRS range, which is a concern when dealing with cars with significantly more straightaway speed than you. Watch for those dive bombs. A little bit too much understeer through there. Hold them at bay. Seems like I really gap them out of that turn, which is good because then I get a good run onto the front straightaway, I believe.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Like, my run through there is significantly better than what they're doing. Now, if Perez starts to really race Magnussen, that's going to really open up this race to our benefit. Oh! Don't think for a second I'm not driving this thing to its limits.
Come on, you can win that place back.
I think I can. I think I can. Be patient though, be patient. Get that good exit. Clear him. Our ability to drive out of that last turn is the only thing really working for us in this race. No slide there. Now we got Perez behind us. I'm having to harvest a little energy here. I don't want to end up getting to the last lap and not having any to use. something about the expression harvesting energy that just sounds wrong. This sounds too much like harvesting organs. Just Florida man things, don't worry. Run there. We might be out of DRS range. Oh yeah, we are. That's good. That'll give us plenty of time here to recharge. And they're racing side by side, which is the best possible news.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be cutting it real close. Stroll with a problem is out of the race. Hope for no safety cars to end this. That would be a real bummer. That was weird. I just felt real lazy on the straightaway there. I guess it was normal.
We're leading our teammate by
that situation.
20.6 seconds.
You have a race in hand and your brain just starts going, that's not right, is it? Something's wrong. What's that sound? I don't know, it feels a little lazy to me. Not this time. Huh. There was just something really weird, especially when I got up to like 7th gear. They are banging wheels behind us, by the way. See how this gets energy to use. I'm looking at the Delta too, which looks fine. I think everything's fine. Yeah, I think it was just honestly in my head. Let's use up our energy.
This is your final lap of the race.
Pretty close. Oh no. Hold up tight. Don't you dare hit me. Oh, I got DRS. Suck it. That worked out well. Could run off of there. Overdrive this turn. And then we are so good through here that they're not going to stand a chance. Here we come. Oh, how the turns table.
Fantastic. You've won the Grand Prix.
It was a tough race at times, but they've held on to take a great victory for McLaren today. So, Ant, how exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
Well, I'd say it's just raw pace, plain and simple. I mean, we could sit here and talk about strategy all day, the overtaking, looking after the tyres, but at the end of it all, if you want to win, you need a package that's got the speed over everyone else, and that's exactly what they had today.
Here
Sorry,
come
I was
our
just letting
winning
everybody
drivers then,
enjoy the
out
moment
onto the
of
podium
McLaren
at the
winning.
end of a thrilling Grand Prix. The drama and
It's
excitement
high
are over,
time.
and it's time to let it all sink in.
Congrats. Alright, well.
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings.
Fernando didn't score
The
any
gap
points.
at the top of the championship
Ugh.
has been cut down after a difficult race today for our championship leader. Now then, Anthony Davidson,
Wow.
who was your driver of the day?
Oh, well, I'm a bit spoilt for choice, Crofty. My instinct says Valtteri Bottas, and looking down the field, no one really jumps out at me to make me change my mind.
And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings. We saw a dip in form from the championship leaders today, Their lead has taken a significant blow. There'll be plenty more twists and turns to come this season. I hope you can join us at the next race to see just who will come out on top.
Indeed. All right, well, we close in a bunch on Force India there, even though Alonso didn't do very well because Ocon didn't do very well. Really, one team or one driver forces. I don't know, I'm trying to make a Force India joke, and they're all coming up short. But yeah, it's McLaren, Haas, Force India, but then the other Haas, McLaren, and Force Indias were all further down in the field. Really interesting there. Ferrari and Red Bull making up the mid-pack. Pretty interesting race there. I had a lot of fun with it, actually. And I really think Magnussen had the better car in this race, but lacked the right position. He kept getting caught up in the battle with Perez. Not the greatest to start for me. Look how low I am in front of that car. It's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. And then, yeah, just a very good start for Magnussen. Gets cleared into the hairpin. But we stay close to him. Might be an interesting mechanic to bring into F1 2019 or future to have a skid block rule. So you would have to keep your ride height in check through these races. Because I have a feeling I'm violating that. I have a feeling I'm going through the wear blocks in these races. It would be a little bit annoying, but if they implemented it right, if they had the crew, testing these things, or even if it was one of the practice programs like a wear block test, that would be an interesting way to do it. Because, yeah, I should probably not be able to put the nose that low to the ground. I really think it's the only thing that's kind of turned around this season for me, is realizing if I get the thing low enough, it's got enough drag reduction that way to keep up. Alright, well, I guess the passes didn't really happen until later in the race, but you already saw those. They were fun. It was entertaining. It was great, and I'll see you next time.